the Pittsburgh Steelers might be in trouble because what I've seen in the last two preseason games, the offense has been very, very stagnant. I mean, the offense just cannot produce any points with either Russell Wilson or Justin Fields. And look, I've been a big advocate of Justin Fields, and I thought that, the Pittsburgh Steelers might be good with Russell Wilson. And I know that, the preseason, we should always take it with a grain of salt. But my God, did the Pittsburgh Steelers just look awful last on Saturday against the Buffalo Bills. Um, and look, I'm not a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I could care less about this team. Obviously, I only care about this team a little bit because Justin Fields is one of my favorite players, and I really really like George Pickens. I like Pat Freiermuth. I really really like Mike Minka Fitzpatrick. So I do like some players on the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I really don't care about this team. But I think this is a very very good team to talk about because the Pittsburgh Steelers just don't look good. Like, I'm just seeing 2023 all over again, where the offense is just very, very stagnant, and you have a defense carrying this team. The only way I feel like the Pittsburgh Steelers can win games right now is if T.J. Watt, and the defense just starts scoring like every drive, because that's how it is. The Pittsburgh Steelers played really, really good defense against the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, they didn't have the starters playing, which honestly makes the point even more scarier because the offense could not play really well against the second stringers. I don't know if the Pittsburgh Steelers could be good with the first stringers of the Buffalo Bills defense. And look, I think obviously there were some bright spots in this game against the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, Russell Wilson had the start. He had 47 yards, 8 for 10 for passing. Obviously, had no rushing yards. He got sacked 3 times, had three and outs. Obviously, he led to a field goal that was obviously missed by Boswell. But here's the thing. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't really care if Russell Wilson scores points. Like, that really doesn't matter because Patrick Mahomes did not score points for the Kansas City Chiefs in his first preseason game. So it doesn't really matter if they score points or not. You got to look good. And Russell Wilson just did not look good. He just was not making the right reads. He was very, very stagnant. He was holding the ball way too long. He did not have that pocket presence that we all are used to seeing. Obviously, we're used to seeing Russell Wilson take a lot of sacks. Him and Justin Fields literally led the league in sacks the last 2 years. So, I mean, it makes sense. There's nothing new about Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, seeing them getting sacked. But it's just a really big problem with Russell Wilson. Now, I'm not putting everything against all on Russell Wilson because I feel like the offensive line did let him down, especially Broderick Jones, who was a draft pick for them in the 2023 draft class, coming out of Georgia. We thought that he would be really, really good. And obviously, it's a preseason. I'm not writing him off, but he needs to improve because he was getting beat left and right. I think Rousseau, their edge rusher for the Bills, got 2 sacks in the first quarter, so that just cannot be happening. But obviously, Russell Wilson, look, he's holding on to the ball way too long. And again, Russell Wilson had the chance to really secure his job and take Justin Fields out of the equation and put him as the backup. He did not finish the job, and I feel like Justin Fields played better than Russell Wilson, right? And you got to keep this in mind. Justin Fields did not play with the starters. He played with the backups. He played with like no-name receivers that we don't even know. And we saw him elevate the offense. Now, obviously, he did not score. He still had a lot of deficiencies in that offense, but he elevated the offense. It looked a lot more dynamic with Justin Fields, with his running ability, his escapability. I remember he escaped from a sack from 3rd and 7 and throw a dot to the sideline to number 82. I don't know who his name was, but someone who was basically fighting for a roster spot. And I just really, really hope that Justin Fields wins this job. Obviously, I'm a Justin Fields fan. That's not the reason why. It's because I really want to see the Pittsburgh Steelers in an offense with Arthur Smith offense with Justin Fields running the ball. I feel like the Pittsburgh Steelers have a chance to basically remake the Baltimore Ravens with Justin Fields. He basically he provides what Lamar Jackson provides when it comes to his running ability, his off-schedule throws. Now, obviously, I'm not saying he's Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's a 2-time MVP, a great player. But I think Justin Fields can bring that offensive ability where he can really scare defenses with his legs, which he's done in Chicago. If you look at this play right now, his escapability, his running, just really makes the defense worry about him running the ball instead of passing the ball, which obviously opens him being able to pass the ball down the field. Now Justin Fields did miss that wide open that touchdown to I don't even know who that guy's name was, like number 15. I'm sorry. This the reason why I'm saying this because the players that Justin Fields played with were basically nobodies. Like we don't even know who they are. But anyway, that's besides the point. He did overthrow it, which was really really bad from Justin Fields. He needs to clean that up in this game. So now, when people ask like who is the quarterback for the Steelers, is it Justin Fields or is it Russell Wilson? I don't know. I actually don't know because obviously Justin Fields shows like he has the running ability. Obviously, we know that from Chicago. Like he's probably the second best running quarterback in the league. And then obviously his passing it needs to improve. But his pocket awareness is still not there. His footwork is still really really bad. Here and there. But if I had to choose what Mike Tomlin is doing right now, I feel like this is what Mike Tomlin needs to do, and that is give Justin Fields a start in preseason week 3. If he does not play good in preseason week 3, Russell Wilson is the starter no matter what. And also put Russell Wilson in, but I don't know. Like you have to like split the reps with the first team offense because Justin Fields did not play with the good receivers, so we don't really know if he's gonna be good with them. Obviously, we saw a little bit of glimpse in the Texans game, but if I were Mike Tomlin, I would give Justin Fields a start against the Lions. No need for Dennis Allen to play. Have Russell Wilson, Justin Fields play the whole preseason game and make your decision after that. Because right now it's neck and neck. It's neck and neck. Russell Wilson had the chance to end this argument, but he didn't. He didn't play that good. Obviously, he's coming off a calf injury, so we had to keep that into our perspective. But again, he didn't close it. Justin Fields has a chance. If I'm Justin Fields, man, go out there against the Detroit Lions in the preseason game and go out there and ball. But going back to this whole point, are the Pittsburgh Steelers in trouble? I think they're partly in trouble because the offensive line is just not that good. And I don't care if you have Russell Wilson, I don't care if you have Patrick Mahomes, I don't care if you have Josh Allen. A quarterback needs protection. That's very, very important. So the offensive line needs to be better. Justin Fields, you need to be better. Russell Wilson needs to be better. Quarterback play needs to be better. The defense, it needs to just stay the same. The defense is fine. That's no problem with the defense whatsoever. Quarterback play and offensive line is the biggest issues on this team. Hopefully they bounce back in week 3 in the preseason to show some hope for the Pittsburgh Steelers fans that they're going to have a good season. Obviously, Mike Tomlin is good when it comes to winning with bad quarterbacks, but you don't want that to be a habit. You want to break that cycle, and hopefully Justin Fields or Russell Wilson breaks that cycle. Y'all let me know in the comments who you guys riding with for quarterback QB1. I think right now it's neck and neck. It's tied right now. But y'all let me know in the comments. It's been your boy Slashing. I'm out. Peace.